That is, the government is answerable to the citizens. That is, whatever decisions are being taken by the government, it is answerable to that decisions, and it is answerable to the, and in it's a vice versa, we can say, where the citizens are also having that authority to question the government's decision. So the what do we mean by accountability? Accountability means answerable, where in municipal areas, that is in the urban areas, means it is the answerability which is being done or given by the municipalities to the particular area citizens. That can be termed as municipal accountability. The citizens who reside in these areas can be termed as municipal accountability. So, in this municipal accountability, we can say that it is one of the accountability is one of the attribute of good urban governance. Now, urban governance, in good governance, we have discussed about the eight attributes, that is the eight characteristics, and from that eight characteristics, one of the important characteristic is the accountability. So accountability, in that we are discussing the municipal accountability. Now in this municipal accountability, in the context of urbanization, when we talk in the context of urbanization, we can just discuss the four important, or we can say the four fundamental transformations which we come across in the prospects of urbanization, that are which we can say which we come across, or which everybody encounters in the prospects of urbanization. The first one is democratization, second is globalization, third is technology, and fourth is the urbanization. Now, these are the four important fundamentals of transformation. So, the first one is democratization. Democratization means, what do we understand by democracy? Democracy is we, the people. It is for the people, of the people, and by the people. So the citizens are the ultimate authority where we rule. The citizens rule themselves. So the citizens elect their own representatives who will be one of them, and they govern them, means indirectly the citizens govern themselves. That is the democratization. Means it might be at the central level, it might be at the state level, or it might be at the local level, that is at the municipal level, or in the municipal corporations, or in the municipalities. So the people, the citizens of that area, or the citizens at that municipality, elect their representatives. It might be the corporators, or it might be the ward members, or the, so whoever they elect, these people means they are governing themselves. So in the context of in the context of this accountability, these democratization means these corporators or the ward members are elected from the people, by the people, and of the people. So when they are being elected, they have to take care of the citizens, because they are part of that at a municipal area. So that is the democratization. Second is globalization. Now, what do we understand by the term globalization? Global means it is, we can say, wherever we want to, or from any part of the globe, getting connected to any part of the globe. So urbanization, that is in the cities, we see these areas, everywhere people are migrating to the cities in the whole world, and increasing the population of the cities, and as well as they are now, because they wanted the why this increase in population is taking place in the urban areas or in the municipal areas. It is due to, we can say, it is due to livelihood, in search of livelihood, in search of better opportunities, in search of we can say new methods or new technology, or going for high living standards. All these can be causes, or getting connected to the other parts of the world. All this can be termed as the which has increased. Now, why globalization? In simple terms, we can say that now a person who is moving from one country to the other country, he will settle down. That person will settle down in a city, not in a rural area. So when the people are traveling one from one country to the other country for livelihood and settling in the cities, then it is increasing the global concept. That is, globalization is increasing. What is globalization? It is moving, exchange of people, moving of the people from one place to the other globally. So it can be of human resources, or it can be of the natural resources, or also it can be about the technology. Then the third one is technology. The technology usage of more and more technology, usage of more and more ICT tools, where people are getting connected with one and another, sitting at their place, getting information about the every corner of the world, whereby technology is playing a very important role in the concept of urban accountability. Then urbanization, because now when we talk about technology, the accountability prospects, because the on the everybody is now we can take the example of the social media. The social media is where everybody is connected with one another, and every information is shared with one and another, and getting connected. And we can say it is creating some in awareness in the public or in the people's minds. That can be another important thing. Then the last one is urbanization. Now we all know what is urbanization. That is the increase or rise in population in the urban areas, which is a major threat for the for each and every country or in the world. As this is, we can say it is attributed to the migration. So, increase in urbanization, increase in the population in the urban areas, and making the governments more accountable, and they have to address each and every challenge which comes up into their sphere. So these are the four important fundamental transformations which can be seen in the concepts of the municipal accountability. So now they after this we have the types of accountability. What are the different types of accountability? They are, now when we talk about these types of accountability in the prospects of the municipalities, we can say now when we are taking in the we are considering only in the context of these municipalities. So in the context of these municipalities, we can say approval of budgets, approval of transfers, allocation of funds for the particular municipal areas, provision of basic necessary facilities, and having rules and regulations, framing rules and regulations for the particular municipal area. All these can be the accountable things which the municipalities have to keep in mind. So, in this regard, there are a few types of accountabilities which can be seen in the municipalities. The first one is upward accountability. Upward accountability, what does this mean? Upward accountability refers to the legislation, rules, and regulations. That is, We all know that the municipalities have the municipal council, the ward members, the corporators, and the mayor or the deputy mayor. Now, these are all the public representatives. And in these municipal councils, the ward members or the corporators, these corporators are the voice of the people. So they have to follow the legislations, and they have to maintain an accountability that whatever decisions are being taken, they have to work in the time frame, and as well as in the format of rules and regulations. That is, they have to follow all the rules and regulations. So this can be termed as an upward accountability, that is, in the system everybody should follow the rules and regulations. That is, the municipalities have to follow the rules and regulations. That is a very important one. Then we have the second one, downward accountability. Downward accountability is about the decentralization of day-to-day operations and the resource use. That is, decentralization. That what do we understand by the term decentralization? Decentralization means distribution of power. Distribution of power. When the power is distributed, then the things will work out very easily, because it is being the decision making might be of centralized one, but giving some powers for to others, distribution of these powers will make that person feel free to work, and will have a clear understanding what has to be done, how it has to be done, and the usage of resources as well. That is, see, for example, day-to-day decision making, day-to-day decisions can be given. The authority can be given to the people who are in the field, or the officers who are in the field. With that, what happens? They will know. They will be having a free hand to take the decisions, which might in turn help the municipality to have better governance. So and also it will help in the usage of the resources in a very proper manner. That is, the usage of resources can be done in other words, we can say that optimum usage of resources will be done when there will be a downward accountability. Then we have the third one, hierarchical accountability. Hierarchical accountability is about the administrative structure. We all know what is hierarchy. Hierarchy is the top to bottom administrative structure. That is, the officials, when they are being placed in the ladder of their designations, that can be termed as the hierarchy. That in an administrative structure, the hierarchy can be about a pyramid type, where the top officials will be on the top of the pyramid, and who will be in few in number, and the lower level will be a broad one, where more and more officials will be there. For example, in the administrative structure, on the top level will be the commissioner. I'm taking in the case of the municipality. When we talk about the municipality or the municipal corporation, the commissioner will be the administrative head, and the mayor will be the political head. So now the administrative head will be only one, and when we go down the ladder, we see the staff. We see the staff and the class 4 employees at the bottom level, who are more in number, and the decision making will be upward. That is, uh, the commissioner will be the decision maker of that municipality. So we can say that this administrative structure also helps, and this administrative structure also should be accountable enough, because the commissioner is answerable, the mayor is answerable, because as I have told you that the mayor is the public representative or the political head of that municipality, and the commissioner is the administrative head. So these two people are considered as the heads of that particular municipality, and they are responsible and accountable for whatever decisions are being taken pertaining to that particular municipal corporation or municipality, and we can say, and the whole responsibility of that department also rests on them only. And whatever decisions, implementation of the decisions or the repercussions of the decisions will be addressed by the commissioner and the mayor only. So we can say that this can be an hierarchical accountability where the administrative structure plays a very important role, that is the administrative accountability, right from the top to bottom. Each official in that hierarchical system is answerable to the people. Then we have legal means going by the laws. The municipalities or the municipal corporations, they have to abide by the laws, and they have to take decisions in the purview of the laws only, or in the purview of the legislations only. They cannot take decisions whatever they wish to, however they wish to, in order, because we are in a democratic system and we follow the constitution. So we the decision making also should be based on the loss only. So that can be another important type. Then we have the other one, the professional accountability. Professional accountability means the people or the persons who have special knowledge, or the special knowledge, or we can say who have more expertise in a particular area, can be helpful to the municipalities, and they can be we see for example, we see engineers who work for the municipalities, that is, it might be about the electricity or water supply. For all these, they need engineers who have the expertise in particular knowledge, that is, if water supply has to be done, these engineers know how to go with the water supply, how if there is any problem, how to address these problems or the challenges in providing safe drinking water to that municipalities. So professional accountability, that is the people who have the special expertise or special knowledge in particular areas also play a very important role in this accountability. Then we can say that they have, now this accountability will be functioning in on the three grounds. As we know that the government has three organs, that is the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. Likewise, in the municipalities also, or the municipal corporations also, they are, the municipality work on three organs, that is the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. Now, the legislature, the policy. Now, what is the function of the legislature? It is about the formulation of the policies. So, in the municipal corporations also, the legislatures, that is, the municipalities have to come out with the better policy making for that particular municipalities, whereby addressing their problems and giving out good service delivery. That can be one of the important. Then we have executive, that is execution or executive is providing that services, better services, providing of better services to the citizens. Then judiciary is oversight, that is having an overall view of the execution and legislation. That is, the municipalities should not cross the line of order, or they should not take decisions beyond the judiciary or the laws, we can say. That can be termed as so we can say that these three organs help the municipalities in better governance in the urban areas. So that is, we can say, that is all about the urban municipal accountability. Then we can also talk about the mechanisms of accountability. What are the important mechanisms of accountability? That is, the first one is giving directions. Giving directions means giving guidance. Giving directions means giving guidance for better governance. Then auditing. Auditing is, as I told you, auditing means scrutinizing or analyzing the work done. So through accountability, the municipalities can get audited. That is, everything can be scrutinized and analyzed. Then the third one is periodic reports. Periodic reports means every 6 months, every 1 year, or in every financial year, or in every quarter, financial, yearly or half yearly, the periodical reports have to be submitted, or we should give given out. In that, these municipalities help or come out with the what all work has been done by them. So that can be the which will help the municipalities to be more accountable, Then we have inspection. Inspection is having a foreseen, that is, having a vigilant eye. So when the municipalities do a work, then they have to be inspected. Means somebody should come and have a thorough check about how they are working, how the work is going on. That can be an through inspection. Then we have the budget approval. Budget approval. Now, this plays a very important role. As I told you, the what do we understand by the term budget? It is a financial statement of the revenue and the expenditure which is being incurred in one financial year. So, the municipalities also have this budget and it has to be placed, and it has to get sanctioned by the committee. So the with this where they got this accountability helps the we can say the municipalities to have a transparent one on the what how much expenditure they are planning to go for, and how much income the municipality is getting, and how they can improve the revenue of the municipalities also. Through this, they will be getting a clear picture. So this is all about the municipal accountability. Then we have the next unit, that is e-governance. Now, e-governance means electronic governance. We have discussed about governance. We have discussed about good governance. Now we will be discussing about electronic governance. That is the e-governance. What do you understand by the term e-governance? E-governance is the application of information and communication technology for delivering government services and exchange of info communication in exchange of information from the citizen to the government and government to the citizen. Now we can take the best example of a present scenario where we are in the digital India or digital governance, where every citizen, every citizen is connected to the government with the with this e-governance, that is electronic governance. Because if any citizen needs any information about any of the department or any of the working of the department or anything, it is only a click away, and the whole information about the department and the working of the government can be seen, or can get accessed. So this is the age of technology. Now we all know that this is the age of technology, where each and every citizen is aware of the decisions which are being taken by the government, and the government is also providing each and every information of their decision making through this e-governance. So now when we go, now how does this work? That is, we have come across that if any of them need any information, they can just go to that government website and open that website and can check the notifications, circulars, or whatever information they need. And it is the responsibility and duty of the government to update the rightful information whenever necessary. So, with that, there is a transparency existing between the government and the citizen. And in turn, we can say that the government and the citizens are having a cordial relationship. A cordial relationship has is been existing, because there is no hidden thing, and every whatever decisions are being taken by the government, it is having the access. So that can be the most important advantage of this e-governance, that is electronic governance. And we all know that through this electronic governance, the government is also able to address the issues of the citizens on a large scale, because there are no queues, no lengthy processes, nothing. Everything can be uploaded in the website, and more number of people are getting access to it, and more information is shared in a shorter period of time. So we can say that we are in an technological era where information is traveling in a very faster, or in a very fast, or very in a very speed manner. So that is the electronic governance. And we can say that the e-governance is the pillar of digital one of the pillar of digital governance or digital India. We all know that digital India, the Prime Minister has come out with that digital India, where everything is online, getting access to all the citizens of the country wherever they are. So information is shared to each and everybody. That can be the one of the pillar of the digital India. So now when we talk about this e-governance, we have to talk about in the prospects of e-governance in the urban areas, or in the prospects of urban governance, or where we see the urban e-governance. Now we all know urbanization is where new innovative methods, innovative technologies, low cost of living, more opportunities, industrialization can be seen. Means it is urban areas. Urbanization is a way forward in the compared to the rural sector. So the usage of the electronic governance is also very high in this scenario. So when we talk about in the concept of the urban e-governance, we can say that what is the significance of this urban e-governance? It is We will take a few of them, the points. That is, the first one, we can say it enables efficient and effective information management from urban local bodies to the citizens. Now, the urban local bodies, that are these are the machinery who take care of the citizens of that particular area. So through this electronic governance, the urban local bodies are getting connected to the citizens and bringing out more of efficiency and effectiveness in information management. Now, for example, when we take up the Hyderabad city, the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, how effectively, efficiently it works, because it is connected to the people, whereby every citizen, it came out. The GHMC has come out with many apps about for solid waste management, for the paying of the bills, or it might be about the information sharing. It has created many portals whereby every citizen can enroll in it and get the access to the rightful information. So, with this, what happened? The efficiency and effectiveness of the municipal corporation has increased, and whereby it led to the access, or we can say that it has led to the transparent governance between, the government and the citizen. That is, the municipalities have come to the doorstep of the citizen. So this can be one of the important significance of this e-governance in the urban areas. Then the second one is it allows the use of web technologies and computer networks as communication channels. We all know through this communication channels and through these web technologies, through this web technologies, the government is providing all the information in these websites, which is open to the public, and it is put on the public domain, where each and every citizen can access it and get the rightful information. So the computer network also plays a very important role in this, in the information sharing. So this can be another important one. Then we have the applications. Now we have, what are the important applications which are used for the municipal functions? That is, now when we are talking about e-governance, the municipalities uses this e-governance concept in their functioning as well. Now, in what way does this municipalities use this network, this e-governance concept? That is, the first one is the water and sanitation delivery. Water and sanitation delivery. That is, they are paying of the bills, water bills online, and the citizen may need not go to the water office and pay the bill. If is any communication gap, or if there are any queries to be put forward, then they can put it on the website of the water supply and sanitation board, and they can, if they need any issues, if there are any issues and challenges, then they can put it on them. That is, easy access of information can be seen. Then the second important function, we can say, local governance and economic development. Local governance. Now we all know that the local governance, that is the working of the municipalities. Now, to get rightful information about the working of the board members, or the working of the people, how the decision making is going on, the implementation of the decision, whereby how the beneficiaries are being are the beneficiaries getting the rightful information about the policies or the programs which are being introduced. So through this only, the government, the municipalities are using it, and also for the economic development. That is, they are they are getting the rightful information through the get if they have the citizens names and everything, if they are defaulters, or who they are not paying the taxes, or it might be about the fees, or then they can address this, which will in turn help them economically, because the important source of income to this municipalities is the tax only, the collection of taxes, collection of fees from the citizens. Then we have urban poverty as well, urban poverty, slum developments, slum upgradations, all this there. With this information, sharing of information technology, usage of the e-governance, the municipalities will come to know that who are the people below poverty line, and who are having white ration cards. Through this, they can analyze the income groups of the people and can deliver better opportunities. So this can be the applications of the municipalities in the functioning of these municipalities in the concept of e-governance. Then we have the advantages of e-governance, and as I told you before also, for every concept there will be advantages and disadvantages as well. So the major advantages of e-governance, we can say that there are more advantages compared to disadvantages only. So, what are the major advantages of this e-governance? The first one is transparency. That is the governance. Through e-governance, there is a transparency of information. That is, what all the government decisions are there. It is being put on the websites, whereby each and every citizen is getting access of it and is aware of the decisions of the government. With that, what happens? It's a vice versa process, where the government also cannot take any haphazard decision in this regard, because everything is transparent and has to be put on the websites of that government. So it in two way it is working. In one way, the government cannot take any haphazard decisions and cannot hide anything from the public, and in the other, from the public perspective, the public is getting more and more information about the working of the government, and they can also participate through participatory governance. Through participatory governance, they can also, the citizens also can be part of the decision making and can question the government through the weapons like the RTI, right to information. Then we have second one, accountability. Accountability, because as I told you, the government is accountable, answerable to the decisions whatever it takes. So the accountability, as I told you, accountability is one of the important attribute of good governance. So it is, the government is answerable to the people. Then convenience, that is, through this usage of electronic governance, through the usage of information technology, the things have become very convenient. The things have become very convenient in the perspective of the government and in the perspective of the citizens also, because as I told you, the government can only put whatever information they have to on their websites, and everybody can get access to it. And the government need not go to each and every place and explain the decisions of the government. And with that, and in turn, the citizens also are getting every information, rightful information, at the right time, and they are also happy with it because of they are because of the less in time, and there are no cumbersome procedures to be followed. There are not long queues where they have to stand and get the things done. All this can be part of the convenience. Then we have access to information. Access to information, as I told you, each and every citizen will get the access, rightful information at a right time. So we can say that this will help better governance. This will help better governance, and this will create more scope for better governance as well. And pertaining to the disadvantages, now we have, as we have discussed the advantages of e-governance, there are some disadvantages of this e-governance as well. That the first and foremost one is illiteracy. As we all know that India is not at fully literate, that is, illiteracy can be seen more in the rural areas or in the people below poverty line. With that, what happens? They may not be able to get access to the rightful information at the right time. Without, with the lack of this with the lack of this education or illiteracy, they might be unaware about the decisions of the government, and they might lose rightful information about them. So the illiteracy can be a drawback or a hindrances. We can say that it can be a hindrance in the working of the government in the perspective of e-governance. Then we have second one, computer education. Now we all know that many of them till date today, many of them don't have the access to computer education. They are computer illiteracy can be seen. So many of them may not be able to operate the computers, and hence we see many people going to the computer centers or the Me Seva centers, or they where to apply their or to get access about the government, or to pay the bills, or to get any of the work done, or applying for something. Then they all have to most of the we see most of these things happening in the slum areas, and moreover in the rural areas. So rural areas, we see more of the people not getting computer education. So this can be another important one. Then we have the last one, that is the internet problems. We all know that internet, the with which everybody is connected through, the service providers or this internet access, uh, this is a very very huge drawback in the rural areas, we can see, because of the connectivity issues, because there are no the towers, everything, that is, there is less access in the rural areas. With that, what happens is, they are many people are unable to get access to the government information, and they are lagging behind in the awareness of the government information. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of e-governance. Then we will move on to the last topic, that is sustainable urban development. Sustainable urban development. Now, what do we understand by the term sustainability? Sustainability means it is the ability to maintain or support. It is the ability to maintain or support a process. A process, that is, if anything is going on, giving out a helping hand and moving it to the future. Move sustainability. I'm repeating again. What is sustainability is sustainability, the ability to maintain or support a process. Ability to maintain or support a process. Now, to maintain sustainable, what is there and what can be, we have to maintain that and we have to support that to have more. Now we can take now the sustainable development. I'll give you a very good example of where we can explain what is sustainable development and what is sustainability. Now, water, for everything, right from morning till night, if each and every human being, it might be a human being or an animal, a bird, whoever, living creatures need water for their survival. So for their survival, but previously, when we go way back, 15 to 20 years back, we can say there was a good water resource. That is, the rivers were with more water was there in the rivers. There was more water in the water. Underground water was, the water table was good. There was more water, and the later on, when there was in a rise in the population, usage of water, more water has been used, and with this what happened, and pollution, usage of more of chemicals and throwing that chemicals in the water bodies, that is ponds, tanks, which are the good source of drinking water. These are being polluted. So with this pollution, with rise in pollution, we are encountering that water shortage. We are encountering water shortage. So now the government is coming out with the concept of water conservation, and in that, water sustainability, sustainable development through water. That is, water here sustainability comes, where it explains that whatever water is there presently, it has to be controlled, and it has to be maintained, and it has to be improved for the future generations to come, because we all know that water is depleting. Drying of land, water bodies is going in an alarming rate. So with this, what happens for the next coming generations? There might not be enough water for the future generations, and it might lead to a threat to their life. World, it can be a threat to the creatures, wildlife, or it might be human beings or the living creatures, I can say. So the water conservation, the what is water conservation? The usage, optimum usage of water. That is, how much is needed only, that water has to be used, and it should not be wasted. And with this, the whatever the most important thing, where the government has come up to the for the sustainable development, where the government has come up with an innovative thought of water harvesting, rainwater harvesting. That is, when there are rains, the each and every house should have a water harvesting pit, whereby it will all the rainwater will go into that pit and will help in the rise in the water table, underground water table, which will in turn help the ground life in a better manner, we can say. So this is sustainability. Sustainability means it is an ability to maintain or support a process. That is, what is there and what can be used for the future use. What it has to be cherished and it has to be kept for the future use. And many things have to be considered and have to be forecasted for the future use. So we can take the for water as a best example for sustainability. Now, we are talking about in the perspective of urban planning, urbanization, as we are in the topic of urban governance. So, we will talk in regard to the urban governance. In that, sustainable urban planning. Sustainable urban planning. Now, when we talk about urbanization, urban, to our mind, we get city. City is where industrialization can be seen, more of employment opportunities can be seen. So, the government should come up with urban planning. How should it do? It should come out with the planning of the city, that affordable living and the size of the area places should be small, whereby it should be accessible to everyone, and the cost of living should be minimal. These are all the urban planning goals for the sustainable living. Now, for example, if you see a person, if he wants to live in Mumbai, he cannot. A person who earns, say, 10,000 rupees per month, he may not be able to survive in the city of Mumbai, but that person might be able to survive in the city of Hyderabad. That is based on the cost of living, based on the size of the city. The we can say urban planning has to be done, because presently, as I told you, what is sustainability? It is to maintain and for and support for the future use. So the what is being presently taken and to for tomorrow also. So affordable living should be provided to the people who are migrating from the other places. So now presently, if you see the city of Hyderabad is flooded with many migrants. Many people are coming and residing in the city. So now, because this is an affordable city, where so the town planners or the municipalities have come up with a very good planning systems. That can be first important one, sustainable urban planning. Then we have second one, a sustainable infrastructure. Now, what do we understand by the term sustainable infrastructure? Public transport. The first and foremost comes to our mind is a public transport. Access to public transport. Because the public transport, if it is affordable, then there will be more and more people will travel in that public transport, and in turn the government also will get revenue, and which can be used for the development of the people. And moreover, if we talk in the concept of sustainability, there will be less usage of vehicles, which will in turn help in eradicating more pollution and avoiding traffic jams, and also in making in we can say less usage of vehicles. So through providing better transportation facilities, this can be a sustainable infrastructural goal of the urban development, in the urban development. Then we have the sustainable development. Sustainable development means the overall development of the area, or that municipal area or the urban area. Now, this can be a holistic approach. Holistic means it can be a comprehensive approach, whereby now here in this sustainable development, we can discuss about the human resources and as well as natural resources. Human resources is the workforce who can be able to be utilized for the future. That is, in a more efficient and effective manner. And human, then we can say natural resources also. The natural resources, now sun. is a natural resource. Sun's energy, the sunlight is a natural resource, which is also termed as solar energy. Now, this solar energy can be utilized because solar energy is a natural resource which is abundantly available, which in turn can be utilized by the municipal planners for energy, that is for the usage of electric lights as street lights, for the provision of electricity to the industries, all this, whereby cutting the cost of the biogas, or it might be the water usage. So this is a, we can say this is an holistic approach which where sustainable development, the overall development of this urban area can be taken. Then we have the last one, the challenges of urban sustainability. We all know that urban sustainability also has some major challenges which have to be addressed by the urban planners. The first one is a fragmented urbanization. Fragmented means here and there, fragments, small pieces or clusters. We see in some places we see more population, and in some places we see less population, or in some places we see more of industrialization, and in some places there is no industrialization, or like that. That is, this can be termed as a fragments. Fragments means clusters or pieces. With that, the urban planning can be a tough task. The urban planning can be a tough task to address upon. Then we have the second one, governance and finance. Now, when we talk about this sustainable development, sustainability, governance is also a big issue, because taking care of each and every citizen, taking care of each and every area in that urban area, addressing all the challenges, and moreover the usage of the finances for the developmental purpose also is a huge task. Then we have the urban services. Urban services are the basic services which are being provided by the government. Now, in municipal areas or in the urban areas, we see the most important basic services are provision of safe drinking water, sanitation facilities. We also come across better roads, better transportation facilities, and we can see more of development being better opportunities, safe. All these are the better services, urban services we come across in these urban areas. But yeah, these services, provision of these services is also a challenge for the urbanites, because to the urban planners, because uh, there is shortage of water, there is a shortage of funds, so they may not be able to provide better roads, better street lights. All this might be a big task to accomplish. Then we have the last one, forced migration. Now, at times, now we have come across the term migration many times. Now we are using the term forced migration. We see many people, they are being forced to migrate to the cities because of the loss of opportunities in the rural areas, or we see that there is no farming facilities, or the agricultural practices are not being done in a proper manner, or if there is no good rainfalls, if there is a scanty rainfall, then the agriculture cannot be done. The farmer may not be able to come out with a good produce. So to survive, to survive and to make his family survive. Forcibly, these people will move to the cities in search of livelihood. And we come across mostly the small town farmers or these people, they migrate to the cities and transform themselves into daily wage laborers because and they settle in slums, whereby increasing more threat